WINGARDIUM LEVIOSA.
Would you like to play a game of chat?
Be back, baby.
I play very well.
She's looking for a sponsor like Nike or Converse. She ran into a monster like Scarface and Nino. I'm James with the bomb. For the money, I'm Al Pacino. I know I'm living wrong, but I'm cashing out like casino. I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito. Got your bitch stroking my ego. Get it like the free throw when I'm smoking on this legal. No, this money don't make itself. I gotta make this money. Yes, I'm looking to the sky. Got my feet to the ground. I am.
All right, everyone. Welcome in. We are back. The official Wookiesburg pod. We have returned. We made it. Another week. Week 11?
Week 11. Week 11.
Episode 10?
11.
Nope. Week 12, episode 11.
Depends on which
There
week
you
you're
go.
talking about.
I got it. Don't worry. Fuck them. Episode 11, week 12. We are in NFL week 12 right now.
Yes, we are. The current week is week 12, yes.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is
Gobble,
tomorrow because we film every Wednesday. So,
Yep.
as you guys know, it's your boy, Maticals. Don't know what we just lost, what happened to it, but Vito King, a.k.a. The Oracle, a.k.a. Matty Chong. Can't forget that one. Max McCardle, Lightning McCardle, good old McCardle sandwich. Can't forget the good old classic Thug Dog, Matty Scissorfingers, and I think that just about. Oh, I got another new one, Matty Hoover.
Matty Hoover.
Definitely have to remember that one.
Matty Hoover.
Yes, baby.
Yep,
And we got next to me, as always, it's our boy
It's
Lolo.
your boy Lolo.
Lolo
AKA
Boss, that
Lolo
is.
Boss, a.k.a. the Wet Squeegee. It's your boy.
Ooh,
And we're back. Like Matt said, we're back with another episode coming at you. And feels good to be back, man, like always.
It does. For
back.
some reason, I feel like we took some kind of weird hiatus. Things have been crazy, so I don't know why it feels like it's been a long time since we've been here, even though it hasn't been that long.
Mm-hmm. This is always my favorite day of the week. I gotta tell you that, though.
Which day? Wednesday or just filming day?
Film day.
Yes,
Whatever
filming day is
Filming
actually
day.
my favorite day, too.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
Ooh, first toke of the potty.
Sheesh.
Speaking of the potty, that reminds me, what are you smoking on, baby?
Well, speaking of the potty, I happen to be smoking on those nice and wild animal mints.
Ooh, that was a good one.
And listen, I don't know what kind of animals be in this shit, but it's turning your boy into an animal. That's for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. Hopefully we can bring the jungle out, in this episode, and we'll both get a little wild in here. So. Ooh. All right, sorry. Back on track. The plug keeps us focused and not focused at the same time.
Yes. It's a vicious circle, Matt.
Yeah, but hey, we
But just
enjoy it.
like every circle comes back to its start, and that's you. What are you smoking on this
And
week?
I am actually smoking on that Gelato 41.
Ooh. Now, I'm sure it's very good. My initial reaction to that is, what happened to the first 40?
Well, I have had, I think I've had 33 and 29, but the rest,
Right.
I don't know what happened to those ones. So.
Right. I guess it's just like the rare.
Yeah, they just
Additions or
they
whatever.
only release certain ones, so
Right.
The
Gotcha.
rest just maybe don't get released, or
Mhm.
maybe they were just bad batches.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
it took them 40 times until they finally found that 41.
Right. I used to think that number referenced the price, but I guess that's not the case.
Not when it comes to this.
Right.
I wish. Then I'd be looking for that Gelati 1.
Gelati 1, Gelati -5, maybe.
Yes, there you go. That's what I would be looking for. Don't forget, subscribe and follow everywhere can. We still are missing a lot of subscribers on our podcast platforms, which would be starting with Anchor, going down to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts,
Yep.
and wherever else you listen to your podcast at.
On your socials also, folks, don't worry. We're not, that type of podcast that be posting 50 clips a day, clogging up your feed. Just give us a follow on the socials. We're only going to, post updates whenever we have an episode or a special video that we're showcasing. Other than that, promise not to bother you too much.
Yeah, not going to be too much. And then,
Yeah.
as you'll start to see, we're going to start doing things a little differently as, my starts of the week, are already being included on their own, and I'm actually going to start doing the same. I think with my streamers of the week are going to be just posted now and certain things like that. So make sure you follow those socials if you want any of that advice that we're out here diligently working on and trying to get out to you guys.
Yep. And speaking of those socials, the handles for you to follow on Twitter, that's going to be Wookiesburg Pod. That's at Wookiesburg Pod on Twitter. Instagram and TikTok are both going to be Wookiesburg _podcast. Wookiesburg _ podcast. Remember, that's Wookiesburg with a U, not an E.
Yes.
All right, not an E with a U. Our YouTube, thank you. Our YouTube is going to be Wookiesburg Podcast on YouTube. That is the #1 spot. If you're going to follow one of them, you got to follow that one. That's where we post all the episodes. That's where we post all the separate clips.
That's where we're gonna
water bets. Everything's posted on the YouTube.
Yes,
first
we're gonna
and
start
foremost.
posting. We're gonna start making sure everything gets posted to there on a timely manner, and more than just the episodes are gonna be coming. So make sure you guys are
Just
looking
hit
out
that
for all of that.
subscribe on YouTube.
Yes,
Check
and
it
turn
out.
your notifications on so we don't have to keep telling you when we drop the episode. You'll just automatically see it.
Yep. Now we usually release the podcast on Sundays. There's been a couple times where it switches days, right? And hey, if you just turn on the notifications, you'll know when it's there. That doesn't mean you got to watch it immediately, but hey, at least you know, okay, they got the episode out, and you can put it on your list of things to watch. And then, last but not least, our email address. This is just like the place you would go if you need to send us general questions or general comments, or if you're trying to submit a video or a submit request that we ask for on the show. That's going to be wookiesburgpod@gmail.com. wookiesburgpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
You can send in your Spanish word of the week, submissions, guest suggestions, submissions, a whole bunch of stuff that we've asked for so far in the podcast, right?
Yes, and please keep sending those in. We've actually had a couple submissions, and that's what's led to certain things on the podcast. That's where our AKAs come from, and simply, you don't always have to just go straight to the email. You can just sometimes just go into any of our socials, DM us. Comments on YouTube actually are a big thing that we're not getting. Even if it's hate comments, we appreciate those too. Just start leaving any type of comments.
Yep. If you are going to put a hate comment, just let us know. So like when we're looking through it, we already know it's a hate comment. So you got to put parentheses hate comment and then just write whatever the fuck you're going to write. And so we know exactly what's going on.
Yes. And then also one new thing I'm going to start doing this week. The keyword for John to bring to me to win the special John bonus this week is going to be Green Charizard.
Green Charizard.
Yeah, so This is how I'm testing John to prove that he's not watching the podcast.
Right. So if John comes to you and says,
and remember,
Green
nobody
Charizard,
better give them his keyword.
Right.
So
we're basically trusting.
Yeah, everybody
all the
else,
league
but
members
everybody
right
else
now.
is having fun with it too because
Okay.
they're like, yeah, John's not watching it, so fuck him.
Right.
So yeah, Green Charizard and John, you will win a prize.
Well, listen, it's no coincidence that John hasn't watched this podcast and the way his team is doing right now. So
Yes, that is true, and things are, it's getting down to crunch time, so we'll see what happens.
the league regular season is almost up. We only have a few weeks left.
Like 3 to 4 weeks left.
3 to 4 weeks left. So we're gonna see later on in this podcast that this league is still pretty close. There's a lot of slots up for grabs still in this league.
As
But
we
hey,
know, I did lose on purpose, a couple weeks ago to make the league even closer.
I'm
So
sure you did, and
Yes.
thank you for the contribution. I'm sure the whole league is really grateful that you lost on purpose.
well, most of the league.
Yeah. But my
Chuck
point
was
is,
mostly grateful.
yeah. My point is that, even though there's still slots up for grabs, the season's, although it's almost over, it's not over yet. This is really, you don't want to lose in these coming weeks, folks.
Yes.
You want to avoid a loss at all costs. You know what I mean? You know what? The old coach speak or whatever, when someone loses a game early in the season, they're 0-2 or something, and they give them the hard interview question like, "Oh, are you guys worried?" And they say, "No, it's early in the season." You cannot say that anymore. There is no "it's early in the season" excuse or nothing like that. It's go time.
It is.
Right
It is
now.
go time. It's crunch time. And as you know, speaking of go time and crunch time, another reminder: serious players only in this league. So
Serious
if you
players
guys aren't, first and foremost watching the podcast, we might have to start looking around the free agency pool for league members, if you know what I'm saying.
And hey, take it from us, we're only one season in to this podcast, and the wait list for this league is growing weekly. This is no lie. I've spoke to someone within the past week that has added themselves to the wait list to be in this league already. So
See?
people are ready to jump at the bit whenever there's a slot open, if there happens to be a slot open. Not to mention, I'm not even in the motherfucking league.
Yes. So when we still haven't decided on that one yet either. So again, just simple requirements that I'm asking. People that are not in the league are already fulfilling these requirements. So
Yeah.
let's see. I shouldn't have to keep specifying subscribe and follow,
Yes.
but I do.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right.
Trust me, this guy can hold a grudge. So the longer you wait, the longer we will too.
Yes. I don't got nothing but time to just film this podcast and hold these grudges.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else likes to hold grudges?
Who's that?
My guy Lolo Boss.
Yep, I do.
So,
I really do.
all right. Well, let us get into, without further ado, everyone's favorite segment is back this week. Dale.
Dale, to Lolo, Spanish word of the week. Hola, everyone. Bienvenidos to Lolo Spanish word of the week. And we got a good one for you this week with a special guest. The Spanish word of the week for this week is going to be first down. Now, since there's two words to this phrase, first down, we're going to do this word by word, and then we're going to get to the full phrase, right? So the first word, first, is primer. First is primer. And down is abajo. Down. Abajo. So it's going to be primer abajo, first down. First down is primer abajo. Nice. You could use that in a sentence and say, Los Miami Dolphins no hacen mucho primer abajo. No mucho. No, our live audience no le gusta a la audiencia. No le gusta. Pero es verdad. Es verdad. Miami Dolphins no hacen mucho primer abajo. Tom Brady sí hace mucho primer abajo. Todos los juegos hace todos primer abajo. Todos. There you have it, folks. And as a special guest, before we leave, we're going to channel the Wookiesburg spirits as we do with Lolo's Spanish Word of the Week. Y vamos a llamar a la mano mágica. Graba, graba. Ok, una vez más. Graba, graba. Ah, sí, ahí está la mano. Hola, mi amigo. The next Spanish word of the week for this week right now is going to be joint or weed. And that is El Faso. El Faso, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go ahead and ask our guest. Mano Mágico, ¿te gusta El Faso? Ok, mi amigo. Acá te voy a dar un poco de Faso. Aquí tienes Faso. Eso. Muy bien. A la mano le gusta el Faso. All right, folks. We'll see you next week on Lolo's Word of the Week.
All right, welcome back. Thank you. Good to be back. Hola.
Hola. Or ciao in this case, because we're done with that.
Alrighty. Bonus time. Bonus time, motherfuckers.
Bonus time.
That's it. Throw it out there.
Bonus time.
Last week's bonus was won by...
Last week's bonus, which, do you remember what last week's bonus was, Matt?
It was the least total yards for your starting offense.
Least total yards for your starting offense. And after crunching the numbers, we did it so you don't have to. The runaway winner was House.
House
had 516, a measly 516 total yards of offense.
Oh, yes, that is correct. I personally do know this because, we'll get into that pretty soon.
Yeah, you got to experience those 516 yards firsthand, and you came out pretty good.
Yes, that was a fun one, man. I tried. Remember, it's all about that name change, baby.
Yeah. All right, well, here is the hat. Do you want to do the honors of picking it this week?
Actually, yes, I do.
Or should we summon?
I don't know. Can we summon a hand?
The hand.
Do we have a hand to summon?
Oh, we have a hand to summon. There's always a hand to summon. Hence why we summon it. Do you remember what the magic word is?
Yes, I do. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Grabba. Oh, there it is.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, hand? Ooh, we got it. And
right.
the hand. Ooh, and the hand's unfolding it.
Oh, there's two hands.
And we got the most total touchdowns by all starting offense.
All right. So that includes throwing, rushing, receiving, all that good stuff.
Everything, yes.
All right.
That is nice. I do like that one. We already had one that was for least, so now we have most. Pretty soon we're going to upgrade that camera, and it will be able to read that shit.
Yep, it's there. Trust me. Just rip the video, edit, put it into Photoshop or something, and it decrease the
there you go.
clarity.
Most
You'll see it right
total touchdowns.
Yep. Most total touchdowns. And while you put that back, I will make a note that it will be...
Ooh, perfect. So, yes, we're trying to remember to do
most
these things.
Total touchdowns.
So we don't have to in the future. All right. Good luck to everyone. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these bonuses and keeping your lineups set fresh to hopefully achieve these bonuses. So.
Yep. And as we've said, and as House has shown this past week, it pays to be sleep.
Sometimes it does. Yes.
It pays to be sleep.
Yes.
That's why there's such popularity to join this league, really, because this is a fair league. I mean, you can get your ass whooped, as we're about to see in this matchup recap, and you can still win a bonus and win some fucking money.
Hey, that's it.
Hey.
Yeah. So technically he just he saved $10 on his entry fee right there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Hey, that's always nice.
Those bonuses add up, folks. If you can win multiple bonuses in any given season, these things add up.
They will add up quick. Yes, because especially if you have the luxury of being a couple in the league. Like last year, me and Terry claimed about $70 each.
In bonuses?
No, sorry, $70 combined in bonuses. Yes.
Wow.
And so which meant her fee was only $30 to join.
Right. Wow. Well, see, folks, and depending on what the bonus is that week, it could be because you're good.
And that's why I changed it up, because you used to just be the most points, which, if a team's really good, they're going to just most of the time have the most points.
So. Right, as we've seen in previous years.
Yeah, so that's why, I tried to mix it up. And, you guys can still give me bonus ideas for this year and next year and whatever. We'll keep them in there, keep them running, keep them fresh. So
yes.
You know, I will probably actually, whatever we use this year, I'll probably try to scratch, at least especially the ones that got picked. I'll probably scratch them from this year and interchange them out or whatever, but gonna want to keep them all fresh. Keep them all fresh. So,
also, we could let us know bonus suggestions. We're gonna be taking bonus suggestions from the audience. Hit us up on the socials. Hit us up on the email. Let us know.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to get at.
Bonus Zaddy.
Bonus Zaddy. Yes, that's a good name.
All right, my next AK is going to be the Big Bonus.
The Big Bonus. I like it.
Young Sabonis.
Did you you been doing your homework at all?
I have been doing my homework. I've been keeping up with the league.
All right.
I have now entered season 2.
Ooh, okay. I don't have a quiz ready for you this week.
Okay, thank God.
But but I do. So you entered season 2. So season 1, Andre did win it, right?
Yes.
So he is the Shiva champ. And do we think it's because he was banging Shiva?
That probably gave him a boost, to be honest. He probably channeled some sort of spirit or energy, even though that didn't really work out as planned with her for him in the show.
True.
But
that is true.
Also, that shit is wild.
Yeah.
But okay.
Side note, the name of the trophy in my league is called the Tremor.
The Tremor.
Yeah, so you might need to sleep over tonight.
And why is that?
So I can win that trophy.
Got you. Yes, for those of you that don't know what a tremor is, we're going to put a photo of a tremor right now. We're going to put it up right here. There it is. That thing
from
is
the
huge.
movie.
Yep, there it is.
That's one of your old AKs.
That's one of my old AKs. I might bring that back. I'm going to write that down too. I need to bring that back. Yep.
But, so yeah. That was just a joke, by the way. That is not the name of my trophy. We do need to name my trophy, huh?
Does your trophy have a name? No,
it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Maybe we just need to call it the Wookiee.
Maybe. Also, I think the size of the trophy needs to increase if that's possible.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen my trophy?
I've seen because Champ was
yes.
No,
yeah. So that was the temporary trophy.
Right.
We do want to get a real trophy, and like
because
put his name on it. And
Champ, he's like 20 times the size of the trophy. You
yes,
need to have something kind of.
That was before the league was serious. So
like the Stanley Cup, you had like 3 motherfuckers need to lift that shit at the same time.
I actually don't remember this. The trophy for this one for my league is the one where he's just sitting on the little chair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we do need to upgrade. Yeah,
right.
I think it was. I don't know. Chris has had it for so long, nobody knows.
Yeah. It should be like a bust of me. The trophy should be a bust of me.
And I know I will feel bad that we do finally get a new trophy after Chris does not or may not have it anymore.
Right. Even if he does have it, if he does have it, he'll be what, triple champ?
Yes.
So you kind of have to make a new trophy at that point.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Something.
Of course,
but then if you
either
lose,
way, I'm trying to get a new trophy, so I will feel bad, but he will be getting his own special thing done because, like I said, he was champ. Right. So
now, if he loses this league, right, and there is indeed a new trophy next year, will he get to keep his previous? He trophy?
Definitely gets to keep that trophy.
Yes, just from being champ, right?
And for him getting shunned of the brand new trophy.
Right.
But his name will be the first one on the brand new trophy, and it will, specify the 2 years.
Oh, so it's going to have historical. It's going to...
Yes.
Got you. Like the Stanley Cup, so it's going to be legit.
Yeah.
Full. I don't know if the Stanley Cup has it. I don't know. I've always liked that about trophies when they have the plaques. Because not every trophy has that really, but the ones that have the commemorative plaque of every winner of the trophy, I think that is really cool. Really cool. Because you get to see the type of company you're in,
Yeah, exactly. As they do in the show that we're talking about, the league,
Right.
It says Pete's name on there. It says Taco's name on there once.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even know that he won it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's why we call him Sean.
That was kind of me for a little bit in the Thug Dog Football League, though. After
you did win it, but you knew, yeah.
Now, I am, as you know, I'm on my conquest to be the first ever Triple C of the Thug Dog Football League.
Yes,
and
you
understand if I become Triple C, there, I will legit be the greatest fantasy football player of all time.
Yes, but now let me personally tell you, we can actually just go into other league news.
Let's
right
go
now
into
if
other
you
league
want.
news.
Let's
right
do
now.
it. News from around the leagues. We can go right into the Thug Dog League.
Let's go into the Thug Dog League.
Yes, and I don't know if you've paid attention over there lately.
Listen, all I'm going to say right now is that if the season ended today, I'm in the playoffs. And I'm in the playoffs, that means I got a chance, baby.
That is, if the season ended today, I would be where I have been for multiple weeks,
And
and
where's
that
that?
is first place. So I would have a bye week.
True this.
So
true
you
this.
better hope you make it through that first week.
Listen, you tell me if I'm wrong in thinking this. Anyone else who makes the playoffs, if I make the playoffs, I'm putting y'all on notice. How would you feel if you see that the champ, not current champ, but the two-time champ of the league find a way to sneak in the playoffs? I'd be shitting my fucking pants if I was
Now
them.
listen,
So y'all better hope
typically
I
I
don't make the fucking playoffs.
would, being that in a normal circumstance I would call you my rival.
Yes. You have called me your quote kryptonite on
Yes,
this podcast
yes,
before. Yes.
numerous times. But I've also, throughout this podcast and throughout all the research I've been doing through this podcast and through this fantasy this year,
Yes.
I'm realizing, rivals aren't everything. Because, the people that, as where I have beat you a couple times, rivals in other leagues, I had 0 wins against.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, mopped the floor with them all.
Right. Right.
So rivals or not, like I said, I don't think they exist as much as I used to. But if they do, this is the year that I kill them all. So
right. Hey, man, when the playoffs start, it's a one-game season every week.
ooh, and I am
One
excited.
game season, and I like my chances. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey.
Hey, man, your boy got Matt Breida now. Watch out, baby.
Bro, why do you
Watch
keep
out.
mentioning this guy's name?
That's that boy, dude. That's that boy. Devin Singletary is out. Is his name David Singletary? Or
Devin Singletary.
Devin Singletary or David Montgomery? I don't know who.
They could all be out, and Matt Breida still
They're
isn't
out
that
of the
cool.
picture. They're out of the picture, and my dog's about to take over.
He's gonna take over what?
He's going to
10.
take over that backfield.
He's gonna take over the 10 touches a game that backfield gets.
Yes. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He will take advantage of Josh Allen's great quarterbacking, except for whenever it is that they play the Patriots in a few weeks. But more on that later.
All right.
Point is, I'm coming for that triple C.
You can try. Like I said, I'm pretty confident in that league. That's actually the league I'm most confident in. That I cannot be stopped and will not be stopped.
Okay. Well, I can't talk until it happens, but until then, I'm gonna call up my bookie. Hey, there's gonna be a stat correction, buddy. You better put the house on.
Oh God. Oh, all right. That reminds me. Would you rather get $100 a day? No, sorry. Would you rather get
Then no.
an item that cost $150 or less every day, or one item every year that costs $100,000?
One item every year that costs $100,000.
For real?
Yes. Because you said 150 or less, so it could be like a 50-cent item.
No, but you choose. Like you just, it just can be up to
you get
150.
to choose something up to 150. Yeah, I would just
Every
get
day.
the one
Just
thing.
take the
Really.
one thing.
Yeah, I would have to say so.
All right.
That's probably more valuable, so you could just resell it for more, probably. Yeah. You see,
That's
folks,
what everybody says.
You see, folks.
Everybody says the same thing. All right. Well, man, as I was saying, Carmen Jello coming for your ass.
Carmen Jello. Yep, I don't even know what that is, but hey.
Oh, but you'll find out soon because you're watching the league, baby.
Okay. Okay. How soon?
You will find out soon. That will be season 4, episode 3.
I can't believe how the things that these guys do to each other.
I'm just kidding, guys. You thought so, huh?
The things these guys do to each other in the show get progressively worse as it goes on, and I already couldn't believe some of the shit they were doing and saying in like the first few episodes of the show. Now it's just like, I've given up on trying to.
The Vegas draft is very good. You got to that one. That was
Yes.
actually, remember, the inspiration for
your Vegas draft.
For my Vegas draft.
Yeah.
That turned out to be a good one. we're gonna see who comes out on top in winning this Vegas draft. So
Yes.
it's approaching the end here soon. So
Do you already have a short list of potential locations for next year's draft? No, okay, probably not.
I had a very short list.
You have a very short list.
Yeah.
How short?
Like just
You
one.
don't have to tell me
just,
what it is.
Just
Oh,
one location.
You already are set on it, or
No,
it's just a consideration?
It was just a consideration, just to
Okay.
go right back to Vegas.
Okay. All right.
But we'll take votes.
All right. Vegas 2 times in a row, baby. Hey, it might be a good luck charm for you if you're going to winning the league. Who knows? Maybe you got to do a draft in Vegas every year then. You know? Maybe that was the kick, the spark that ended Champ's reign and starts your new reign of champ
Yes.
of your own league.
Well,
for the
I've
first
already
time
been
ever.
saying I ended Champ's reign the night that he failed to stay up all night with me.
Oh, you broke him that night. Huh? You
Yeah,
broke
he
his
sent
spirit
he
that
sent
night.
me to the draft with no sleep, and he got a little nappy.
So you think that sleep actually hurt him?
Oh, 100%.
Right. So you just stayed up all the way through, and your neurons were
No.
just fucking. Bing, 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 bing.
I was ready.
Yeah.
Firing
Jonathan
off.
Taylor. Boom.
Firing
baby.
off on all cylinders. I wish I did not have the right pick to get Jonathan Taylor in my draft.
I'm thinking of my league. Yeah.
Yes, but I had Dalvin Cook was my first pick.
Dalvin Cook. There you go. Not bad. And
I
Joe
could have
Mixon.
took Jonathan. I thought about it, but man, if I would have just pulled the trigger like I should have.
Yeah. That Christian McCaffrey pick is looking to be worse and worse each year. I probably will not consider drafting that guy.
I mean, I'd still put him number 3.
Yeah.
For me,
The dude is hella injury prone, though.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Ain't no guessing about it. He is. Would you draft someone that high, first overall, knowing that there's a good chance this dude would be out for most of the season?
I'm not drafting him. I'm not drafting other people over him for that reason. I'm just drafting them over them because they had better, they've just proven themselves now. So for me, right now, if I had to do a draft for next season right now, it would be Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, then Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
So yes, he does drop from 1 to 3, and I guess if you want to say it is due to injuries.
Yes. Yeah, because performance-wise, the guy's really good.
When he's on the field, he's still good.
The best ability is availability. Baby.
Exactly. So
I came up with that fucking phrase just now, from scratch.
it's a good thing we've heard that
Never been said
numerous
before.
times. We were just talking about the show, the league,
Oh,
their Vegas draft.
Yes.
When
yes.
Ruxin had everyone there. No. Oh no, that's the one with Chad Ochocinco.
Oh, Chad Ochocinco, yes. Yes. That was a funny cameo. I really liked it.
Yeah, there's so many more cameos. Wait till our boy Marshawn shows up.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. They've already had they had Antonio Gates in the hot tub.
Oh, you seen that episode?
Yeah, I've seen that episode.
That is the
I've seen
best,
that
bro. When
episode.
he's just, and that's why we say that's John, because John would definitely, if he ran into somebody that let him down, he would definitely let him know.
Yeah. Even if it was in a hot tub, you think?
100%, and no matter where it was,
In a sauna, just
wherever
hot
it
and
was,
sweaty.
he would definitely do exactly that.
Yeah.
That's why we laugh.
Well, hey, if I see my Brett's bust of the week, I'm definitely saying some shit. Always.
Maybe. That's about it. Oh, I've been forgetting this for numerous weeks now.
Sounds about right.
So I figured when better time than now. So everybody, do you see this little guy right here?
It's story time?
Yeah, it's story time, baby. Do you see this little guy? This is a Hard Rock Stadium, the stadium of my boys.
Mm-hmm.
These guys tatted the fuck on me. They play there. I go there. I'm a season ticket holder.
Woo.
As you see, this is a fan code of conduct card.
Yes.
You get for being, I guess, a bad fan. I guess technically that's what this is supposed to mean. It's ironic that it's ripped. We didn't rip it on purpose. Even though we should have. I should have ripped it up and slapped the guy in the face with it, but
Right.
yeah, it was ripped on accident, but yeah, so this was actually the Texans game.
Okay.
So like I said, it's been many weeks that this has been sitting on this table. So, I know you're over here wondering, like, Matt, what the fuck did you do to get a conduct card?
What, Matt? What the fuck did you do to get a conduct
Yeah,
card?
exactly. I know.
You're the best Dolphins fan I know.
I mean, yeah. I don't think they're giving them out based on actual fan levels. But would you have guessed that I got one before Casey?
Nah, I would have.
Well, I did. And it just, all I was, long story short, I was just doing what I always do and trying to find my empty row so I can just stand up and not be in anybody's way and cheer on my boys. And so, as I said, it was the Texans game. So, you know how many empty fucking seats there are going to be for that shit.
Right.
So
Well, I mean, it's Dolphin Stadium. There's empty rows regardless.
But this was really empty.
Right. Gotcha.
So I was excited. I went to go move away from the lady who is the reason behind this. Went to move away from her, not knowing, not even really, I didn't move away because of her. I just moved away because that's what I like to do. And like I said, I'm trying to get out of everyone's way so I can jump around and keep my crowd hyped as I do every game.
Right.
So as soon as I moved, kickoff happens. The ball's in the air still. And here comes security towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So and the guy says, "Hey, can I see your tickets?" I said, "Sure. My seat's right there. I just sit here until it fills up." And I just went back to my seat. And he follows me to my seat and hands me this card.
Uh-huh.
And he says, "Do not get out of your seat. No cursing. No whatever the fuck else this blue card says."
Now, were you cursing?
At that point, I hadn't had a chance to curse.
Okay.
But I'm sure sometimes I curse,
Mm-hmm.
but I know to do it in a, if I'm yelling cursing, it's going to be everyone else is yelling. So my cursing is going to be around yelling. So you're not going to really hear it, Now, other people around me may be just constantly yelling curse words all game. But,
right.
We won't bring anybody's names up.
Right.
But, so we just had an ordeal with this lady. This lady, we already knew this lady didn't like us.
Mm-hmm.
So she had pre-planned, security to come watch me, because I'm such a bad fan, because I wanted to get out of my seat to get out of people's way, which is further away from this lady, just so I can, cheer my crowd, get them hyped, because Dolphin fans are idiots, first of all. I got to remind you guys that. Sorry you guys are. But when we're on offense, you need to be fucking quiet. Quiet. You have to be fucking quiet. All of offense, unless the ball has already been thrown, then you can be loud when they're running down the field. But when the ball is in the quarterback's hand and he has not called hike yet, fucking quiet. Sorry.
Quiet.
My fans don't know that. So that's why they need me to fucking help them. And then on the other end, on defense, that's when you need to be loud.
Yes, this is fandom 101.
It is, but like I said, no offense, you man, but my Dolphin fans are idiots. Even the ones that travel with me. Like, offense, you have to be quiet.
Right.
Yes, even it's funny. The Derek Carr had a quote on that the other day. They said something. They asked Derek Carr about something with the fans. Oh, fans were leaving early of a game or something. And he said, "Yeah, those are probably the same fans that are cheering during offense."
Right.
So,
right.
That's not a compliment. So, I got to remind you guys that. So, yes, like I said, I need to quiet them down and I need to hype them up. They look for me. I have other fans out there that hey, where are you? Why aren't you,
Right.
So
You got your like in stadium squad.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I need they know how our fans are, so they know that I got to be on my grind, so they stay on their grind. So
Right.
hopefully I don't get any more of these. I actually have not seen her since this game.
Oh.
Yeah, she's missed 2 games now since then.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. And it's funny because we know completely it was her because the next following game, who we thought was her husband turned out to be her brother.
Right.
As soon as he showed up the next game, he turned around right to me and he's like, man, I'm sorry about her. I can't control her. So that
So
just
he
confirmed.
Knew,
Yeah.
he knew that.
And he was probably embarrassed as fuck because he's just like, yo, this guy. And so yeah, he was cool. And then he brought a friend that was my friend that whole game. So like I said, man, I'm just out there.
Sounds like a great environment.
As you guys see, of course, I got a couple other things right now because I like to rep. I like to support other teams for the podcast, but my team is the Dolphins, always and forever. I've been, like I said, man, I'll never forget it. That was when I was in high school, many, many moons ago. Not as many moons as our producer, but many moons ago.
Yes.
And that was the year we went 1-15, and every Monday, no matter what, I had my Dolphins jersey on.
Yes.
And then we beat the Ravens. Greg Camarillo catches that touchdown down the fucking middle, boy.
From Cleo Lemon? Who threw it to him?
Ooh, was it Cleo Lemon?
I don't remember.
It's very possible. That's a good question, actually.
You know what? Our stats team is going to hunt this down, folks.
That would be Joey. No, he had a good season. It would have to be Cleo Lemon because it was 1-15. Or we just swapped quarterbacks, so.
Right. Well, what's that? We're hearing, hello? Yes, we're hearing from our stats team that touchdown was indeed thrown by Cleo Lemon.
Good job. See, you didn't see. This guy knows his shit, man. You guys think he's sleep?
Even when it's not my team, folks.
Look at that.
Even
yes,
when it's not my team.
That was a fantastic year. And
that might as well have been the only touchdown of the season, folks.
Yeah, and it probably was. And like I said, so that year that game when I showed up to school that Monday, for some reason the whole fucking school had Dolphins jerseys on. I was like, wait, are you fucking kidding me?
You were a fan before they won.
And that's what that was the day I realized how many fake fans we had.
Yeah.
So
those are the same fans that cheer on offense, right?
Probably, guaranteed. Yes, we actually have reports that John is now competing with Casey to see who can be a better Dolphins fan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And how's that?
I think John's winning so far.
Really?
Yeah, because John is labeled as a Dolphins fan now on Twitter.
Okay.
Did you know that that's actually true?
I did not know that. Because
of when he started shouting out the podcast in the beginning and different things that I was saying on like Twitter and stuff, people labeled him as a Dolphins fan.
Oh,
so they would be like, he'd be trying to troll people. It's almost fucking up his trolling ability because now he'll go to troll somebody and they'll be like, come on, guys, he's a Dolphins fan. Can't listen to him.
And he hates on Tom Brady, so yeah.
Oh, he loves hating on Tom Brady. But yeah, so he is labeled as a Dolphins fan now on Twitter.
That's great. I love it.
It is. It's awesome. But yeah, so like I said, and his biggest thing now is just to compete. He said he's going to show Casey how to be a real Dolphins fan. So
okay. Now, does Casey cheer on offense? Take it as a yeah.
That's a big yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Definitely cheers on offense.
I don't know.
Definitely. He's definitely cheering on offense. As soon as, he's the guy he's the guy Derek Carr is specifically talking about. No offense, Casey. You just got to learn, baby.
Just gotta learn, bro. Just gotta learn. It's little things like that slowly, make you into a super fan.
Yes, and not even that. This could help the team. You got to see some of those, teams out there that just have diehard fans.
You got to think you're at the top of the bowl, right? So the sound is gonna just flow inward. So if you scream on offense, trust me, the boys on the field are hearing that. And that's going to interfere with the signals, with the audibles, with the calls, with everything. Exactly.
So we'll get there, man. And, I guess he's a better fan than me because he didn't get a fucking blue card.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
see, man. We'll see. Again, didn't rip it on purpose. I would like to see them try to eject me from a game, though. That would be fun.
Would you go ape shit?
I don't think I would have to go ape shit.
Right. Just wear a GoPro from now on, so if they come get you, you can prove that you haven't really been doing anything.
I think the section I'm in, shout out section 433, my dogs, they would have my back.
Sounds like her own family might have your back.
Who?
That lady.
Yeah, that lady. 344. Whatever I said was wrong. My section's 344.
344.
Producers just
There you go.
corrected me.
The numbers I can see how if you're dyslexic.
Yeah, what did I say? I said 433?
Something like that.
That's
yeah.
amazing. Yes. 344 is my section.
You said 343. Yeah,
Oh.
It's somewhere up there, folks. Somewhere there. 344.
Yeah, 344, Peyton Manning.
That's the number of touchdowns he has?
No. That's our row. Our row is Peyton Manning.
Oh, because it's row 18?
Yeah. Got it. Good
Ding,
job.
ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
I'm on a roll today. I mean, man, I'm feeling good for later on. For
This is
who's,
good.
Who's
This
that
is
player?
good.
I feel like it might be the week. It might be the week.
Oh, you think so?
Maybe. I'm on so far.
All right. I'll give you a
So
good
far.
one. I'll give you an easy one then. I'm going to think of one off the top of the dome scheme.
I shouldn't have said nothing, man. Fuck.
No, if I have to think off the top of my head, it's going to be hard.
Oh. But is it top of your head if you're thinking about it?
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, if it was top of the head, then you would instantly get it. Why does this keep doing this? Sorry. Kenbrell Tompkins.
Kenbrell Tompkins, my friends.
Who's that player?
That player was one of the greatest Patriots receivers of all time. And happened to be the receiver that caught the game-winning touchdown as time expired versus the New Orleans Saints at Foxborough Stadium, Patriots Stadium, Gillette Stadium. Some handful of years ago, probably more.
Were you at that game?
I was not.
Okay. For those of you who can't see, it is now December, so we have our guy, Kenbrell Tompkins, chilling with us.
Yes, chilling with us.
For those of you who don't remember that All-Star,
2015, there you go. It says right there, 2015. So yes, more than a handful of years ago.
yes. And for those of you who don't remember that guy, that was the beast for the Patriots.
The beast, the 6'1" receiver
Out of Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Good old Bearcat Central.
Yes, I do remember that. All right, we're going to
Ooh,
attempt
you're
to
just
call,
taking these magic wands out of nowhere. Holy shit.
call Coach Michael.
Coach Michael of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Hey Siri, call Coach Michael. Siri knows big things.
I already know.
Big tangs.
Big
Uh-oh.
sound to come.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man? What are you doing right now?
Not much.
You trying to get on a quick FaceTime or what?
He can't FaceTime.
Okay, never mind.
How can we see your face?
Do you have WhatsApp?
I don't
No,
know.
all I have is Messenger.
What's a messenger?
Like MSN Messenger? What do you mean?
Like Facebook Messenger.
Facebook.
Do you have
Messenger.
Snapchat?
All you guys. Holy shit.
Do you have
What?
Snapchat?
Do you have AIM?
We can video chat on Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat.
So do you have Facebook Messenger?
Not on my phone.
Then guess we can't do it, folks.
We just speak to him right here
All right,
through the
let's do
microphone.
it.
What's up, bro? Guess what?
What?
You're on the podcast.
You are on live on air.
Live on air.
Oh, fuck.
Do you-
What up?
Your CEO and president is here to the left of me.
What about that defense, though?
Well,
Well-
listen, I think your defense is pretty good, but we're not here to talk about football just yet.
All right.
What we want to know, what I want to know mainly, is you do realize that there's only a couple weeks left in the season, right?
I do realize that.
All right,
I
so
thought that.
all right, so I just want to make sure we're on the same page that we need some motherfucking wins. All right, kid.
I know. Trust me.
All right. And then before we say any names on who you're playing, let's not say any names on who you're playing. But we know you got a tough matchup coming up this week. So
Absolutely.
you think you're gonna come out with a W this week?
Definitely coming out with a W over this guy.
All right. And
okay. Nice.
and you think playoffs is creeping around the corner. What are your takes on playoffs? You think you're gonna see playoffs on your second year in the Wookiesburg?
Yeah, because let's just let the fans know, in case they haven't been following along, you're on the bubble as we speak right now.
Yes.
So what are your
he is
thoughts
right there.
coming into this final home stretch of the season?
Well, I mean, the person I'm playing this week, probably my toughest one, to be honest, because the next game is going to be simple. So, but coming in the playoffs, I feel like I'm definitely going to take it, and I'm looking to take the whole champion, to be honest.
Right. That's what I like to hear. That's what you want to hear from your fucking coach right there.
There you go. That's I like it. And I tell you what, we over here. There is room. I think there is room for 3 McCardles in there. So, we got Matt McCardle, Michael McCardle, and then honorary McCardle would be Terry. So, there should be room for all 3 of us up in the playoffs. But if not, third McCardle out would be you, bro. So. If there ain't room for you and Terry in there, I don't know. We'll see, though.
Not gonna happen.
We'll see.
Not gonna happen.
So, are you saying that if it comes down to you or Matt, it's going to be you walking out of there?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a hot take, ladies and gentlemen, and I fuck with it heavy.
All right.
You know what? I fuck with it so much that I'm going to put my headphones back on, folks. That's how much I fuck with this shit, because I can't hear you that well.
You're done being mad at the producer?
I can't really hear him that well, so I got to put on the headphones to make sure.
Don't forget to plug them back in.
Yeah, my bad. I was wondering why I couldn't really hear anything.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
All right,
we go. You had to get off the headphones to FaceTime,
All right, so I really like what you're saying so far there, Coach. Once again, can you remind people what the name of your team is and what you guys are all about?
Well, don't really have a meaning behind the name. It's just a great show, but my name, the Straw Hat Pirates, we just know how to keep going and going without stopping. No matter how many times we lose, we still come out on top in the end. It's all about a couple of losses, but the real battle is winning in the end. You understand? It's a war. That's how it is. I take the victory.
It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you keep getting back up.
All right, I like that. Good words from a strong fighter. We as we know, he already will not, and I can attest to this. He will not finish last like he did last year. So, believe it or not, it was a slump McCardle season last year in the Wookiesburg League, because I was 11th and Michael was 12th.
Well, yeah, you guys were just right there.
That was my worst finish in the Wookiesburg League and any previous league that the Wookiesburg was called before that. I actually do not remember what it was previously named, but...
Right. So, Coach, let me ask you one thing here, Coach. I know we're keeping you long here, so thank you for giving us the time.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You're here, once again, you're here live on the Wookiesburg pod.
You are here live, actually.
That's right.
While he's here, I'll give a quick...
champion of this league.
All right. We don't know how soon in the future, but I guess everybody's
you heard it here first,
champ
folks.
if they stay long enough.
Championship aspirations by an underdog by everyone's account, really, if you look at the standings and if you look at the history. But, hey, why not us?
Yeah. I mean, hey, like I said, I used to think fantasy was all about luck, but now I know it's not completely as much luck as I used to think, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Speaking of luck, I got to give a shout out to Michael, though, because he did bring the luck onto the podcast
The luck of the Irish.
with the luck of the Irishman, and he is a
Okay.
leprechaun from the University of Notre Dame.
Is that Leprechaun McCardle?
That is definitely Leprechaun McCardle now. He did say it looked like me. That is why he bought it.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, Coach,
I don't think he realized when he bought it that it was, a rival of UM.
Of UM. That was my initial reaction.
Yeah,
when I
so,
saw that.
but like I said, it was a.
But it does look like you, so.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
can't argue it, and it was like I said, I'm not afraid to put rivals on the podcast. We see them over here.
Yeah,
you
we
see the
Ken
Dolphins
Brown
battling
Tompkins
the
right
Broncos every day, right there.
Yep.
So.
And so, Coach, I want to hear it from you since you're the one that got the memorabilia here. What do you think is the correct pronunciation of the college where the Fighting Irish are from?
To be honest with you, I would say Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
What did I say?
You said Notre Dame, I think. Like
Notre
you
Dame.
went half
Like I went
Notre
like
Dame, half
Notre
Dame.
Dame?
So yeah.
But is it
Dame.
Notre
The best
Dame?
of both worlds, really. I don't know because it depends. Is it supposed to be read as someone from Indiana, or is it supposed to be read in like actual French? So you don't really know. You don't really know until that question's answered. I wouldn't be able to give you an answer there, really.
Well, from now on, I'm just gonna keep calling them Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, it is. They're in Indiana, right? I said Indiana. They're in Indiana.
Or
Illinois?
Notre Dame.
Illinois, maybe. It starts with an I. Same shit. Whatever. I think it's Indiana. I'm pretty sure it's Indiana. Do you know where they're at from, Coach? I think it's Indiana, right?
I'm not 100% sure.
I was about to say I don't think he would know, but
Oh, wow, okay.
College, not too much.
that's a good question. I don't remember where they are. I just know I went to Illinois, but I did not go to that one. I went to Purdue.
Oh, really?
I mean, I didn't physically attend Purdue. I went there to visit.
You went to visit there, right.
I went to
right,
visit Guam, who was there.
Right. Was Purdue cool or what? Cool college town
That
there?
place
or
was
what?
awesome. That place was awesome. All right, like I said, yeah. Thanks for my little Irish guy. He's sitting proudly front and center with
Everybody else?
yeah, with Star Wars.
Now,
and
what
with
you
Orlando.
didn't know. See, I like what you did there, Coach. That was a great strategy because I know you put some voodoo on that fucking doll.
Oh, he might have tried. He might have tried.
We
He
just
said-
have to wait for the weeks to come. I can't say none.
He can't say nothing, right?
We have his-
we don't want to make
We
no
have his
ac-
Wayne Gretzky sitting up
accusation.
in the top two.
We do have the Wayne Gretzky up there as well. That's a legend right there. Listen, so going back to football there, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear your prediction. Who will you beat in the finals this year?
Well, are we talking
We're talking the finals. Yes, we're talking the only finals there are.
It doesn't matter who it is. They're losing. It could be from
I like
the person on the bottom, the person on the top, the person in the middle, whoever makes it. Nobody's standing in my way. Plain
Right.
and simple.
Right. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what. The only thing that we got to know is that they're going down, huh?
Absolutely.
I guess.
Right. This dude can cut a fucking promo, bro. You can't teach that. You can't teach that shit. Oh, the sunglasses are on.
Better hope he doesn't face me.
If you could see this guy right now, let me just tell you,
This guy
he's
has
just leaning back in
This
his
guy has
chair.
a better chance to beat me at a Pokemon battle than he does fantasy
oh
football.
my god, leaning back in his chair, smoking a cigar. He thinks he has this league won already.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I just
no,
definitely
that-
would have
that-
lose to that guy.
I was never worried from the start. I had to let the people think what they want. Sneak attack them.
You gotta
Ooh.
love, that underdog mentality.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Do we have any questions from the fans for?
No, we do
For
not have
Coach
questions
Mike?
for the fans, but we do have a reminder from the fans that if you do miss the playoffs by one game, it is your own fault for that sleep ass shit you did with Dak Prescott.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear, but I never sleep with my quarterback. I always have faith in him.
No, we're talking about the week you were supposed to replace him.
Oh, yes. We will not be reminded of that. That was technical difficulties,
Technical
and
difficulties.
that person has to be reminded that he is, sorry to say, a skid.
Listen, you know what? It's time to come clean, and I'll do it here for our audience. And since you picked up our random call out of nowhere, I think I owe this to you as well, Coach. I take the blame for that as CEO and front office of this team. I take blame for that. That was a transactional duty that should have been taken care of by my office. It was not taken care of.
All right.
Tell
the league.
That is on my shoulders, and I bear the responsibility for that now. I was tough on you, Coach, when you deserved it. And listen, you know what? I'm man enough to take the blame for this one for you.
It's alright. I don't blame you at all. I'm just glad people hear me and see me as a threat this year. That's all.
Yes. I mean, hey, everyone's a threat besides the people down in the ditches, and we'll get into those guys later.
Yeah, well, you know what? We have you on here. A lot of people doubted you coming into this year, especially based off of last year, right? And if you had a message for those people, some of whom or which are might or might not be the last couple of places in this league, already excluded from playoff contention, etc., haters, if you will, what have you. What do you have to say to these people?
Well, to those people who wanted to run their mouth like I do, they just couldn't back it up like I could, Actions speak louder than words, and some of them just didn't have the actions that I had. And there's nothing I can help them with that. That's their loss, not mine.
All right. You guys heard it here from a proud owner of the Straw Hat Pirates. And, I already told him if he makes playoffs, I will start watching that show. So hopefully he makes playoffs.
And you know what? We should break live on this podcast as well, since we have everybody here gathered. Coach, you know what? I think we've seen some organizations like the Cleveland Browns, Miami Dolphins, you can name a whole bunch of them, that have gotten rid of coaches after, one quick bad season. And you know what? To be honest with you, we had these talks last year after the results. And we had those discussions, but, we decided to bring you back on because we trusted you with this team, and we knew that, together, our leadership would get us through, and so far you have shown that this year. I would like you to know, Coach, that we have officially extended you for next season as of right now.
I'm always glad to come back and whoop some more people, because that's just what I'm known for.
Yep, that's what I like. Keep it up, Coach. You're doing great this year.
Thank you.
Yes. And as we know, after this week, he's gonna be hopefully sitting pretty. So again, I think we're getting word from the producers that is all the time we have. So thank you again for answering the phone call.
I appreciate you guys having me on here.
No, unlike everybody else, couldn't answer. Hopefully soon we'll have you on as a real guest.
I would love that.
All right. Until next time, bro. See you later.
All right, Coach. We'll talk later, Coach.
Pirates for the win.
Let's go, Straw Hat Pirates.
All right, peace. I can't believe he answered.
I love that. You gotta love that, folks.
That was a good one. That was surprisingly good. That was. Well, I guess we can get right into some fantasy talk.
All right.
Brett's bust. You got it?
Whew, Brett's bust. Do I got it?
Bruh, Brett's bust of the week.
I know I got mine.
I got it. My Brett's bust for this past week, is going to have to be Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was just not a good start.
Oof.
Not a good start.
That was actually from, Straw Hat Pirates quarterback. So.
It was.
Glad you're shouting him out.
Yeah, but like we said, we're very confident in Coach and in the team to move on from this, but can't criticize him for the start, really. I would have done the same.
All right. My Brett's bust is easy this week because it is just going to be House as a whole person. Because his team just, man, oh, man.
Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
They put up a whopping, before we get into the recaps, I'll just point it out, 79 points.
79 points. And we've already had them as the bonus winner with the least total yards. So
we know they were, as we also seen Brett not answer. So, we got Brett's busting all over the place over here.
Yeah, you're our very first live Brett's bust because Brett actually busted on you also live as he busted on us earlier.
Yes. So it was beautiful. Brett's
bust
is always
bust of the week.
Yes, and Brett's bust is always beautiful. So.
And as long as he keeps busting, we'll keep Brett's busting.
Yes, and as long as he stays beautiful, he'll stay busting.
Yes.
Sounds
Busting.
good. Stick busting.
Stick busting, folks.
All right. Speaking of stick busting, you gotta stay stick busting when you're playing fantasy, man. You gotta never stop working.
Never stop working.
That's my tip. That's my trick. You gotta.
That's your fantasy tip of the week.
Yeah, man. You gotta just always be on the prowl. Just always when it's fantasy time. There, as you see, guys, I have conquered my first 8 gym badges, but during football season, I don't touch Pokemon, man, because I gotta be all in during fantasy season. So, never stop working.
Right. So the fact that you just do this podcast is already, so much of your extra time, right? Off of actually managing your team.
Kind of, but I mean, since it is a podcast for my league,
right? It's just extra research, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I get to find out things that I don't even share with the league. That's pretty cool. So.
And speaking of tips, and speaking of sharing with the league, if you're not already joining the Discord live at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays, right before the early games, for Matt's live fantasy advice, you're missing out.
Oh, no, I thought you were just stating facts, because you are just stating facts.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody joins anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just sit there and jerk off the whole time, waiting.
Well, hey, in that case, I might join this week.
Yeah, man. I'd be at the stadium chilling, waiting for people to join. I even went, last week camping, lost my phone, had to go get a new one. The only reason I got this new phone, because I knew I had to be in Discord at 12:30. It's the only reason.
Right.
Or else I would have just waited until Monday and got my other cheap phone again in the mail. But I needed my Discord, and I was there.
That's the dedication we have for you folks,
man,
right there.
I was there.
I was there. He was there. Where were you?
So we'll see. Hopefully, hey, that's why I'm just creeping on up the ranks, because nobody's in there for that advice, man.
It's no coincidence, folks. It's no coincidence. This is the guy putting in all the research, all the hard time and dedication.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence that he's first in that league, in the league that I'm in.
Well, I'm in second right now.
Second.
But yes, I'm first in a lot of leagues, and that's not just for shits and giggles, man. I told you guys I was serious this year. I went back to my old roots and doing all the research and all the extra never not working that I needed to do. So
yeah,
but you guys can still get all your help. Like I said, I'm giving you all my starts of the week are coming on YouTube. All my any questions you have are all answered on Twitter. People who to start, sit, drop, all that shit, all is on Twitter. We're getting a lot of traction over there. So, and then also my my streamers for the week also gonna be on social media.
Right, you're gonna be streaming the streamers.
Pickups, for waivers on Wednesdays. You gotta tune in Tuesdays to find those pickups. Also on social medias. So like we've been saying, follow. And then you'll see us all.
Yep. Twitter, Wookiesburg Pod, at Wookiesburg Pod.
Yes, and speaking of the good old Wookiesburg, today for the stats, I did just want to kind of run through a couple of the actual top fantasy scorers in my league. I kind of wanted to see if you would be able to guess any of them. Who is the number one fantasy scoring player?
The number one overall scoring
In my
fantasy
league,
player in
yes.
your league is probably going to be Tom Brady.
You are correct.
I had a feeling.
Definitely Tom Brady. So,
That's Point Daddy?
what?
That's Point Daddy?
He is definitely point daddy right now. He is edging out Josh Allen by 6 points. And then to round out the top 5, we have Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor.
Nice. The first non-quarterback.
Yes. Which brings me to, can you guess the number one receiver?
The number one overall scoring receiver for this year.
So far.
That's a pretty hard question, man. I'm going to have to say Cooper Kupp.
Guaranteed easy,
Let's
boy.
go.
By 40 points.
By 40 points.
Over Debo.
Over Debo. Wow.
Yeah. And then Debo and Tyreek are 20 points over the next person. And then the last, oh no, not last. Can you guess the number one scoring tight end?
The number one scoring tight end. I would probably have to say this guy, Mark Andrews.
No, he is actually second to, of course, the all-time tight end GOAT.
Rob Gronkowski?
Second GOAT, sorry.
Oh,
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Rob
Correct.
Gronkowski missed way too many games, or he would guaranteed be the number one.
That is true.
But yes,
old
Travis
Travis
Kelce is still somehow number one tight end.
He's always there.
He is fucking living there, bro. That guy has built himself a house there. Definitely. A sushi house, that is.
A big sushi house.
And I don't even need you to ask this question because you already know. And it is insane. Whopping numbers. Nick Folk, number one scoring kicker.
Nick Folk.
Start him up! 140 fantasy points. And the number two, actually two has a three-way tie, all with 108 points.
108. Okay, how many points does he have?
He has 140. So he has 32 points above any other kicker. I know kickers don't mean shit, but that's game-changing for a kicker position.
How many points is that? Is that more points than some running backs get in your league or what?
No, 140 that's like, I mean, yeah, it's definitely more points than some running backs. Like, you're not wrong about that. I'll tell you who sits around 140 points as a running back.
Because, wowzers, that sounds like a lot of points for a kicker.
All right, and a 140-point range would be, so, Melvin Gordon, 141. A.J. Dillon, 131. Christian McCaffrey, 128.
Wow.
Josh Jacobs, 127.
Okay, this is crazy.
This is kind of crazy when you
shit.
think about it like that.
Crazy shit. I wonder what receivers are around that. Can you check receivers real
Yep,
quick?
let's do it.
Wow, that would
I'm
be.
down.
That's got to be more than most tight ends then.
Oh, definitely. It was more than all tight ends besides
Wow.
Kelsey, I think.
Wow. Nick motherfucking Folk. Who would have thought this old ass motherfucker? I used to hate
Nobody
this dude when he
did.
was on the Jets
I picked him up
back
for
in
free agency in
Me
every
too.
single league besides the one that you had him in.
the day.
Surprisingly, a lot of receivers are scoring more. But yeah, so you have Robert Woods, Christian Kirk, A.J. Brown, Jacoby Myers, Amari Cooper,
Jacoby
DeAndre
Myers.
Hopkins. All these
Wow,
players
I
are
have DeAndre
below.
Hopkins.
T. Higgins,
Woo! Someone trying to trade me
Marvin
T. Higgins. I
Jones,
said, nah.
A.J. Green.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
This is really nuts.
That's nuts. And I'm going to go as far as to say that's probably more than most quarterbacks.
No.
No? Like the shittier, is that more than Tua Tagovailoa?
Hell no. And he's missed games, and I'll say no.
Okay. Then I
Now, yes, it is more than all tight ends except 2, which would be Kelsey and Andrews.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
That's my fucking MVP of the season. Could the kicker win MVP? Is that possible?
I don't know.
Is that possible? Will we see it? Tune in next week.
Yeah, no, he's definitely... Oh, shit. Tua might be around there. Tua's missing fucking 4 games. Ooh, Tua's above him. 144.
It's right. It's
but I mean, it's Sam Darnold level, Justin Fields level, Tyrod Taylor. So yeah, it's not more than any starting quarterback that's played all year.
Right, gotcha.
But it was still, like I said, better than all those people. And then we do have defensive players, and Roquan Smith has 162 points.
Wow.
All right, so let us get into the weekly recap, baby.
Let's do it. Let's shoot.
And as we already talked about it a little bit,
yeah. So
House got the big dicka.
Yeah.
As I tried to tell you guys, change your name to match your opponent. And what did I say? We are gonna shut down House and turn him and take him from a brick. Take him to the brick shit house.
Yes.
And then make him go live in a cardboard box house.
Yes. And
well, we did that.
You did just
we
that.
definitely did that, especially when he scored 79 points.
79 points. That's less than that's way less than Nick Folk.
That is way less than Nick Folk has. Yes, as we see, actually, speaking of Nick Folk, 16 points compared to Young Ho Koo, 0 points.
You're Nick Folk? You have Nick Folk, right?
Yes.
Let me say this. Our stats team just gave us this crazy stat. Your kicker, Nick Folk, had more points than all but one of his players. Individual, like head-to-head.
Oh, my God.
That being Travis Kelce with 2 more points than him.
That is insane.
So at 16 points, Nick Folk gave you more points each than Patrick Mahomes, DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Josh Jacobs, San Francisco defense, and Myles Garrett. That is pretty nuts.
All of them. I can't believe that. I just realized that.
And that's why, folks, we call him Nick Folk.
Start him up forever, baby.
Forever.
He will forever be on the start him the fuck up list.
Greatest Patriots kicker of all time.
All right. Back to that. Man, no, I can't even continue the matchup after he said that. Nick Folk taking me to the championships.
Yep.
Greatest Patriots kicker of all time.
Yep. Yep. No recency bias at all there, folks.
All right. He even outscored every player on his and my bench.
Wow, that's even more impressive. Wow.
And to think, man, I was so close to switching in Bobby Wagner, but I was busy filming.
Now, Matt, I'm going to run down your team's scoring real quick before we move on to the next matchup. I'm going to run down your team's scoring one by one. Obviously, standard format, starting with the quarterback, working down to the receivers, running backs, tight end, etc. 25, 16, 26, 19, 22, 27, 14. That's, you know what, there's not going to be many teams that can keep up with that type of production and output.
That's why I'm the highest scoring team in the league, man. So hopefully they just keep it up, man. That's all I'm asking for you guys. Just let's keep riding, man. I've been at this position so many times in my life. But here's where it matters. So, Skatebird, take me there. I want to go there.
Hey, take me to the championship. Take me to the chip. That chocolate chip.
I tell you what, man. I'm set up to, don't mind all the fake bullshit leagues, but in money and real leagues, I'm set up to go in almost all of them. So,
Well, I'm happy to hear that, and I hope you win as many of them as you can, so we can upgrade some podcast equipment.
I mean, guaranteed. And then, the more I win, the more my guru stats go up. So maybe people will really start taking me serious.
Mm-hmm. And the more you win, the more potential, kind of how like salary caps expand from year to year, the more bonus potential for next year, perhaps. Who knows? Especially if there is an influx of new league members like you talked about and shit,
Yeah, who knows what we'll do. So, as we said, House, stood no chance. Couldn't
keep it together at all.
shit.
Couldn't keep it together at all.
Getting into our next matchup, it's a good thing that I did not play her.
It is a good thing.
Look at that. I would have lost by 0.1
You would have
points.
lost by barely, which has already happened this year to somebody.
It was actually her.
Yeah.
No, she beat Sean.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got Prison Bitch.
Prison
Monster
Bitch.
versus the Dito.
Dorito.
Yep. And,
Dorito.
a handy win here.
Burrito.
Yeah. And I mean, just like I read your starting lineup points one by one, I'm going to do the same thing with her team right now real quick. 12, 23, 21, 14, 57, 20, 13. Come on. Like I said, not many teams are going to keep up with that. And Chuck
honestly, straight up, you could have skipped right to 57, and
it's
it's usually hard to beat
57.
any team.
You know what? It's so good that I'm going to summon the hand here for a sec, even though it's not bonus time. Graba. There it is. 57 points. High five. Yeah.
That was people called me crazy when my very first draft I did was an auction draft. I paid up for him. They asked why, and I said because he has the potential to be the number one running back on the season.
Yes, and well, he really, really, really is.
I know.
Especially with Derrick Henry out.
Yeah. He only got it because Derrick Henry was out. You're welcome, John.
Now, holy shit, Devonta Freeman got 20 points this week. That's pretty nuts to me.
Yeah, remember he is the lonesome guy there.
Yeah. And so Terry won this game, and she even had 0 points from her defense. So that was a gimme spot right there, which, I mean, the Dito took advantage of it because their Dallas defense got 12 points. That's a decent.
And Micah Parsons, that guy has been going the fuck off.
He double dipped in the Dallas defense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's damn. I say that shit fast. I can't. That's too many D's in a row, bro. That was crazy.
Ooh.
But and the Dito is 2 other D's, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
D's all around. Just like
D's.
your grade for this week was the D because you got your ass whooped. So
wow.
yeah, brings him down to 6.
And he took the D from
prison
bitch.
From the prison bitch.
Yeah.
Prison bitch put him in the shower and gave him that dare.
Yeah.
That dare dick.
That dare D.
That dare D. All right, next matchup. Who we got, Matt?
It is Lolo Daddy and Where's Casey?
All right, Lolo Daddy, Where's Casey?
And
man, we've seen 3 ass whoopings back to back now. Holy shit!
We see every game here was an ass whooping, and we do know it was a much needed win for Lolo Daddy there.
Yes.
And I do. Oh, and I remember this one specifically because Where's Casey was sitting on his high horse, like, oh yeah, this guy got -3 from his running back off of Thursday night. He's definitely gonna lose.
Yes. The very first points on the winning team was a -0.3 from Wayne Gallman, and
yeah. I know you're trying to see where his points came from, and if you just scroll, you'll see New England's defense
New
gave
England
him
defense,
36.
yes. Now 4 picks in this game, so Atlanta was doing nothing all night. They got the points from holding them to 0 points as well, right? I believe in this league. So yeah, dude, crazy. Mark Andrews, you said he was the second leading tight end in points, right?
Yes.
Mark Andrews, yeah. So
Yep.
he's showing that 16 points right there. And Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, just killing it.
Yes, John is showing that his receiver squad is carrying
So
him
he
to
had
some
negative
wins.
points from a skill player, and then he had only 1 point from his kicker and still whooped his kid's ass.
Yes, and if you go over, you see, that was Christian McCaffrey's, one and only game basically that he's been back for so far, and gave him a showing. Darren Waller also gave him a showing, but that's about it. Oh, and we spotted it. There it is.
There it is.
That's what gave him the loss. I know the points won't add up in your guys' head, but he did start 2 tight ends.
Yes.
You
and if
cannot
you go back
win.
to a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you go back, you cannot win starting 2 tight ends.
Matt said it before, he'll say it again, and this is just another example right there.
Yeah.
Even though they both went off.
And they did, even though let's look at his bench and see, nope, see, he could have had Nelson Aguilar in there. And man, oh man, even though it wouldn't have gave him the win, it might have, because it might have made Lolo Daddy's team perform differently.
Right.
When they see those double tight ends, they just know they can't lose.
Yeah, this ain't no West Coast offense. Double tight end is no bueno. All right, next matchup we got is people who can't cover me.
Against Robbie, and it is another ass whooping.
It is another ass whooping. Man, there was no holds barred this week.
And we
in this
see
league.
Justin
Holy shit.
Jefferson, 42 points. And we see this guy had to start Big Ben on the other end. Robbie put him up 28 points. And his tight end, Zach Ertz, put him up 28. But everybody else seems like they were giving him 5 or less.
Yeah, super bad. Just super bad.
Yeah. And we see, like I shouted out my boy Roquan Smith earlier.
Uh-huh.
That guy is on fire.
Right.
That is the number 1 scoring defensive player.
And we've seen it, like, all these matchups in a row now. The winning team also has the least scoring individual players. Always. We have another one by the kicker here.
That is true.
On
You're
people
right
who
about
can't
that.
cover me's team, and they still
And yes,
whooped this
people-
kid's ass.
Actually, have you've already seen that name, Dan Hawk? You didn't laugh that hard.
Yes.
People who can't cover me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He said it live on the podcast. That was his AKA.
Yes. And then he changed his name after.
Yes.
All right. Let us get right into Vinegar Strokes and the Straw Hat Pirates, and it actually is another ass whooping.
Yes, unfortunately
What
it is.
the fuck?
Unfortunately it is.
And as we said, Vinegar Stroke is on a up.
They are.
And Brett's bust, Dak. You cannot win when you are only scoring .64 points, man.
Yeah, when most of your starting lineup is in the single digits, you're not gonna have a good time.
And then when you have to play against Austin Eckler's 41 points.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run down this starting squad real quick. It's gonna be 19, 24, 21, 13, 16, 41, 10. Like, come on. You can't ask for more than that from your starting lineup.
Sorry. We do see that
Give us some hot milk, folks.
there is... I need some Mobia, man.
Yes.
Actually, no, we didn't have our nightly coffee. That's what it was.
I have my energy drink in the fridge if you want some.
Damn, I need my coffee.
It is sugar-free.
I think I have coffee in the car. But anyways, Casey finally knew who to start and who not to start.
Yes.
Proud moment for him. And our last and final matchup, despicable, man. This guy found a way to win again.
Yeah. This guy knocked you out of, or is coming for one of those top spots.
Yeah, and as we see, he scored 137 points while getting 46 from his quarterback. Oh, that's the first time you've seen that one?
No.
Oh, but it's just that good. It is so good.
This fucking photo. I can't do this.
That was good.
Man.
As we see, like I said, this guy only put up 137 points. Actually, both of them. The other one only put up 119 and got 48 from her quarterback.
Yeah, these quarterbacks went off, man.
And the rest of their teams did not.
No, Tyreek Hill always putting in that work, really. Always putting in that work. But once again, how many times? Listen, every single game, the least scoring individual player, a 0 from the tight end.
Where? That's on a losing team.
Oh, never mind.
And she has -4 as
I
well.
thought winning team was always on the left. You see, they fucked me up, folks. That's what happens when you don't scroll to the top.
And -4. She also has -4.
Yeah, that team's sleep.
Yes. So, that does it for our recap. As that was a pretty slump-ass cap. Right into the week preview. For week 12.
Weekly matchups.
And of course, it always starts off with me. And unfortunately, I am going to have to play Terry. And as I always tell her,
Terry's also back in the emoji game, I see as well.
Yes, prison bitch house.
Yes, prison bitch house.
And yeah, she doesn't know how to beat me yet, so it's probably not gonna happen this week either. Even though she needs to win, wish I could let her win.
You're on a long streak against her, huh?
Huh?
You're on a long winning streak against her.
I don't know necessarily about a winning streak, but I think she's only beat me like 1 time, or 2 times,
right?
Something
Maybe
like
our
that.
stats team can check on that and let us know.
Yeah, but so we'll see. I think like always, I'm pretty sure my guy Joe Mixon's gonna have himself a game.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, hey, Prison Bitch has been, has been able to keep it at 500. They've been battling in the depths for a long time. It feels like every week.
I know, and that's why I told her I was sorry she had to play me this week. But
okay, so do you think you're gonna put a nail in that coffin?
I mean, no, she'll still be alive. I told her, you'll still be alive after I beat you, but it's gonna be a long road. But,
yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not. I would never in my life think of starting Blaine Gabbert like some people would.
Right.
But
yes,
can't do it.
When has it ever been okay to start Blaine Gabbert, either in real life or in fantasy, really?
I honestly don't think it ever has been, especially the time it was tried.
Right. Yeah. He was a top 5 draft pick or what?
What do you mean?
When he was drafted in the NFL? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, he was like a hot thing. I don't know. I don't think he was top 5. He was drafted by the Jaguars, right?
Yeah. I'm saying they usually have like the top 3 pick.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong there. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know he was very high and he was supposed to be way better than he was.
Yeah, if Blaine is your first name, I don't really trust you, to be honest. Because the only Blaine I know is David Blaine, and that motherfucker cannot be trusted at all.
Do you not realize what you said?
Yeah.
You said if Blaine is your first name?
I said if Blaine is your first name, you cannot be trusted.
And then you went right into somebody with the last name.
And then, because I'm saying that's the only Blaine I know. It happens to be the last one, but I'm saying, hey, if it's probably the first, it's probably the same thing. Oh, wow. There's a fucking earthquake. Oh, shit. Yes, Blaine.
Blaine Gabbert.
Old Blaine Gabbert.
And he was the 10th overall pick.
10th overall pick. Wow, top 10. Okay, there we go.
So, yes. And
that's probably the amount of wins he has total in his career.
Yeah, I mean, that could be close.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that.
In NFL or college?
In NFL. Are you already on that page right now? Can you tell us these stats?
I'm close.
I think our stats team is working on it.
You said wins. Oh, it does not have his wins losses.
Okay.
It just has his passing stats.
I getcha. Our stats team is going to work on that and give it to us, folks. We have the best stats team in the world. Yeah.
Nope. All right, and I don't remember where we were. Now, like I said, man, it's gonna be a easy win for me. And then we have over here, we got good old Lolo Daddy and the Dito Burrito. And man, I hope the Dito wins. I don't think he will, but I hope he does.
Yeah, we have they're evenly matched. They're only separated by a game and a half, game or two. So either one of them winning here is gonna put them in prime position.
Yeah, so I feel like Chuck has a prime lineup set, so hopefully he takes him down. So, and then we have people who can't cover me versus Where's Casey.
Yep.
And as much as I would hope Sean could win, I just don't see it.
I don't think so. I mean, you got people like Cooper Kupp over here,
and then you got our newest. John is now a hater. Now has been bringing Leonard Fournette into his hate, saying that Tom Brady is not getting Leonard Fournette the ball.
Right.
So I think Leonard Fournette's gonna have himself a game.
Yeah, I think Leonard Fournette's going to be motivated and going to come out full clip.
Yeah, because anytime John hates, the potato potates, man.
Yes. If he hates, the potato bakes, folks. You heard it here live.
The potato potates.
Potates. Potates? What's potates?
Yeah. What?
Huh?
That's the action, man.
That a potato does?
Yeah.
Potates. Got you.
Potates, the action it does in your mouth because it's so delicious.
I ate some potates today.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Potates is my favorite food.
Yeah, it's not bad. Carbs all day.
Ooh, all day, every day, baby. Gotta fuel the fantasy god. All right, and hopefully Sean can come out on top, but I don't think he will.
Yep.
And then we have biting Quam's ear versus Robbie is kind of the battle of the slumps. Robbie was hoping to get this trade through, but it is not gonna get through on time, unfortunately, because he just doesn't know how to call a brother back.
Right.
A lot of miscommunication there, and all he had to do was just respond to me. Maybe the trade would have just been canceled for him if that's what he wanted.
Right.
But sorry, brother. You just you didn't get back to me in time, man.
Yes, silence is sometimes the worst form of communication.
Yes. House, who I never talked to. I've been trying to contact House every day, the whole year. But when he had this trade going on, he was sure to fucking answer my phone call in that time.
Right.
So.
Biden Clumsier versus Robbie. You know what? They're both down there in the rankings, and either one of them needs to win if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. So I think Robbie has been on
and I think
on a better trajectory than Biden Clumsier. Really.
No thanks to his trade, but I think he'll come out on top here.
Yeah. High hopes, even though that's still the most basic name of all time.
Well, yeah, that's what I already told him. He has no, I haven't told him yet because I'm just going to let him. I told him already once, but I'm going to let him just keep trying to ride it into the fucking gutter because, until you get a cool name.
He won't win, huh?
Nope.
We'll see what happens this week.
Yeah, well, we're hoping he wins this week because it's always fun to see Angel down in the dumps.
Yep. And our next matchup is going to be Brokeback Zaddy against Vinegar Stroke. And you know what? I think Vinegar Stroke's finally going to put an end to Brokeback Zaddy's new winning streak.
Like I've always said, there's just no stopping Chris. You cannot stop him. He'll find some crazy way to just fucking edge out Vinegar Strokes and by a couple
Once
points.
He pops, you don't stop.
There's just You just seems to not be able to beat Brokeback Zaddy. No matter how, if Brokeback Zaddy's team is having a bad week, that just means your team's having a worse week.
Right. There's no comparison.
Nope.
Well, hey, Austin Eckler has a chance.
I mean, he always has a chance. So we'll, it'll be a good one, though. It'll be a good one.
And then for our last matchup preview of the week, it's going to be your boys, the Straw Hat Pirates.
Taking
trying
on...
to stay in the playoff hunt.
Yes, and they are taking on... formerly known as Sushi Dick House, formerly known as the Gators. I mean, the Seminoles are the Kiss of Death, all that blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now
Triple X
known
Dick House.
as I'm an alien because I predicted Dalvin Cook getting hurt. I tried to call you to offer you the moon, but instead you thought you were gonna ride him into the sunset, but instead my name's House and I'm chilling in my house. Right.
I was going to go with Mama's cooking. Call your son and tell him to get back to the house. That's what I think. I think that's what that was.
That was so good.
Well, you're telling me that's the moon, huh? I thought that was the sun for a second. 'Cause it's yellow, actually.
Ooh.
So whoever...
I think it's the moon.
...is pretty stupid. But
I will give you... there's no doubt in my mind that first one does not stand for Dalvin Cook.
Probably not. Probably not.
All right, we're gonna have to make sure we get him to confirm. What time is it? Ooh, it's way too late to call that guy. But we're gonna gotta make sure we get him to confirm this.
Yes.
But but yeah, his team's trash as fuck. So they're definitely gonna lose to Straw Hat Pirates.
I have faith in like we just had our conversation with Coach Mike. I have faith that he'll make the right.
And Dak will redeem himself.
I think he will, and he might surprise people with. He might still play Miami defense after all these weeks. He might just stick with them and play them. And they might actually get some crazy points out of him. Yeah, well,
he's never going to stop
playing. They're also playing Carolina.
Yes, so we all know they're going to, they got the answer to Cam. Any quarterback like that, they can easily take down. Look what they did to Lamar.
Right, exactly.
So, all right, and hopefully we have a fun, interesting week this week, guys. And
yes, good luck to all the teams. Good luck to those still fighting for a playoff spot.
Yep. All right, man, and that's gonna do it for our matchups, and that basically almost does it for our show as well.
All right.
So
thanks for sticking with us, folks.
My headphones are on, so I don't know how much of this outside noise is going to come through the camera, but it sounds like there is a party going on outside the studio.
Our fans are going wild. We want to thank our live audience.
So we don't know what that is out there, but it sounds like they're ready to see us and hear us. Yes, we'll be out. We'll be done soon. We're almost done. All right. Which reminds us, like I said, be prepared to pay, please. If like we're all adults. I got faith in you guys. Don't forget live. Look for whatever you need to look for. You'll know where to find it when you need it. Whether that be me live in the Discord answering your questions, whether that be Tuesday on Twitter, you're gonna be, looking for my waiver pickups, or whatever else you need. Keep sending us any ideas you need. Like I said, you can DM us on any social platform. You can email us to wookiesburgpod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And before you send us those questions, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you follow. Make sure you are liking our shit, man. So.
Yes.
And don't forget, you can't forget Barry Sanders signed footballs over here. Guy's collecting dust over here, man. You guys must not want this guy? Shit.
And all you gotta do is be one of the first 1,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel.
That's it.
And it
That's
could be yours.
that's an easy task. So
Can't win if you don't play.
exactly. Let's get on it. So
Wow.
you know, that's I'm looking at the show doc and seems everything's just about done. Besides my guy Lolo is here to take us out properly this week.
Yes. And like I said, it's good to be back. So, as a special for you guys, we have more than one. We have a couple Matt's Tweet of the Week. And we're going to take you out with these. What could have happened doesn't compare to what will happen. She wants flowers. I'm going to give her a ring. That's my favorite one right there.
I like that one too.
Yo. And with that, we're going to be done. See you next week, guys.
All right, that's it for the Wookiesburg Pod. We out.
Peace.